Up to now, you have seen that better prompts lead to better images. But it's not easy to be consistent in your prompts or in your output. That's where a prompting scheme can help. So rather than guessing what to inform the GenAI model to, you can use a scheme to create more consistent and relevant results. This is a framework that I created myself and it's called TACOS. TACOS is easy to remember in the head and it makes sure you don't forget anything. So this is the structure. It stands for task, action, constraints, output, and style. Each part answers a specific question, and together they form a complete instruction for the image you want. So I always generate my images with tacos. This prevents me from forgetting things that maybe things that are even obvious, but the image model can't know. So let's go over the model. Task means what the image is for. This defines the use case, such as a presentation slide, training visual, etc. So I always start with task, semicolon, create a visual for a PowerPoint slide, for example. Action. What should be shown in the image? This is the description of the activity, the scene, the main subject. Um, this is what we call the context. Be descriptive, like we have seen in the previous chapters. Constraints. All the exclusions. This defines what to not include or avoid, such as no text, no logos, etc., etc. We already seen this already in our negative prompts section. Output. How the image output format layout should be. This is also important and something you always tend to forget. So for a PowerPoint slide, you would always type output semicolon 16 semicolon 9. So this means this is the aspect ratio of the image. You can always use a portrait for if you want more smartphone type of image or landscape, etc. So this is the output format, the size, the aspect ratio, etc. And then style, this includes the style, the composition, the visual characteristics. This is also very important when prompting for images. So tacos in practice. Here you can see an image I generated with tacos. So for task, create a professional visual for a corporate presentation. Action. A concept visualization of a digital twin. A woman standing in a park with next to her a digital version of herself. Constraints. No text, no sci-fi, etc. Output 16 semicolon 9 format. Style, new paper, press image style. Clear, minimal, high quality image. And this was the result that was created. Now, in my opinion, this is a pretty professional result. This is not an overly sci-fi image like the first one we saw earlier in the course. No, this is more professional, more realistic for the concept of a digital twin. So it seems like the GenAI model took all the TACOS structure and it was useful and it was meaningful for the model. TACOS helps you think like someone giving clear instructions, not someone experimenting randomly. Prompting is not guessing, but it's briefing. You need to brief well the system. Once you use this structure consistently, your first results will improve and your iterations become much more focused. In the next chapters, we'll also look at how to refine and improve your outputs.